Yo, we starting early today, folks. Jared Ambers, I need you to come on here. Let's have a conversation with the winner chicken dinner. All right, we good to go. Let's see if I can get my camera to work. We ain't got no lights on. YouTube, what's up, man? Hey, listen up. Public service announcement, Game School is live over on Patreon. Jake Zweig is the Patreon. We started to kick that off, man. We already got class 1. We'll have our first meeting on Monday night. Game School. Learn how to talk to women, learn how to win, man. Staff Sergeant Shell, how you doing, brother?
What's up, Jake?
What's the count, big dog?
31.
31. It was. Hey, listen, we getting there, brother. We getting there. Hey, if y'all don't know, Staff Sergeant Shell has a live Thursday night at 7 p.m. right here. Let me see what it's called, man. We starting to broaden our offerings, man. We broadening our offerings. The Army recruiter got a thing. It's the recruiting tribunal. I don't know if I said that right, but that's where you can find Staff Sergeant Shell for all things Army recruiting on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. right here on Discord, man. Listen, YouTube, I'm telling you right now, we blowing out this Discord. Discord is going to be so special here. It's already special, man. Tech jobs, cyber jobs, everything you want is right here in this Discord that we're building. Patreon is only going to make it better because we putting Game School in there. Like, we doing so much stuff in there, man. It's gonna be impossible to lose in life, man. Basically gonna be impossible. That's what I'm gonna tell you. You want to get into the service academies? We got all that going on, man. I encourage everybody to go over to Patreon, get in it. Let's go. We rolling. All right, let's get them hands up. Let's see what we got. I started early. I started 8 minutes early today. I caught everybody by surprise. That's how it goes.
I just opened up the stage. They couldn't raise their hands.
Listen, I just sat here for like 15 minutes. Like, hey, man, why ain't nobody raising their hands? Thank you, Staff Sergeant Shell. Hey, I need Jared Ambers to come in here. Did he leave? Oh, man, he left. Where did Jared Ambers go? Oh, no, there he is. Second Lieutenant Ambers. Ambers, come on here, brother. Jared, I know you ain't gonna just sit here and listen, my dude. All right, listen, the reason we're waiting on Jared Ambers, he played football for me 10 years ago. University Incarnate Word. He went enlisted in the Navy because he had a couple kids on the way. And he is a recent graduate, i.e. 2 weeks ago, from Army OCS. So we're going to get his take on a couple things.
Hey, what's going on, Zweig? You can hear me?
Hey, Jared, you got your camera working or no? No, you good. You good. Don't worry about it. All right, man. So talk to me. We're just going to talk about your career real quick so everybody can kind of hear it. You enlisted in the Navy, kind of out of necessity. You had some kids on the way. You had a college degree. You had a pretty solid GPA. You just went and bit that bullet, but then you got in the Navy and you were unable to commission, correct?
Correct.
Kind of talk through that a little bit. Talk about how your command kind of stifled you from commissioning, wouldn't let you put a package in. Just run down that real quick in like 60 seconds.
Yes, sir. It was so much more gatekeeping than I would say I couldn't do it. You have to go through your chain of command, of course, and route your paperwork up, and if the next guy in your chain of command doesn't think you're fit to do it, then it won't get any higher than that. I just looked up and I worked exactly for the skipper, so I kind of had one-on-one conversations with him, and I got my conditional release and went to the Army.
Okay, did you get how much of your enlistment did you get out of?
About 3 years, so about 90% of it, really.
Okay, so Jerry got lucky. All right. And then you got ready,
Yeah.
And then you went officer in the Army, National Guard. That's where you're currently at. You just got done with OCS. How hard was that process to get picked up for OCS in the National Guard in Texas?
It's a lengthy process. I got really lucky, actually. I would say so.
Okay.
Like I said, I should have listened to you. Honestly, for everybody listening, I should have listened the first time. I was being hard-headed. because I was, running around trying to do everything at once, not, adhering to the people trying to help me out. So that's the first thing I would say is make sure you listen and actually put the work forth. Secondly, I enlisted, like you said. I had a bunch of people that were more senior than me, and they kind of knew their way around the ship. But at the same time, you don't want dumbass people telling you what to do and what not to do. So that's kind of just a long, frustrating pathway that I had to swallow my pride a lot of the times and just adhere to the chain of command. But like you said, I got lucky. I got my conditional release signed only because I had I was number one every time on my evals. So that's really the only thing that got me off of the ship.
Okay. All right. I like it. So let's talk about this a little bit. You brought it up. You were a college graduate, Division I football player. Now you're an E. Did you start off at E3?
Yeah, I started off at E3.
And so you got some 18, 19-year-old E4s and E5s telling you what to do, and most of them are dumb as a box of rocks, correct?
Yeah, most. Like I said, I got lucky and I kind of worked around some really good people, but you can tell the difference between some that kind of are there for you and that's what they really want to do, and just some people that always complain and just that whole negativity rabbit hole. So that's most of them right there.
Yep. Yep. A whole bunch of people don't want to be in the military, and you're, sitting in there as a college graduate, Division I football player, having played at the highest levels, and now you got some little shithead that barely got out of high school giving you the business every day, and you're like, yo, this ain't what it's about.
Yeah, and what's funny that we talking about the Navy right now. So as you know, we were talking about the Navy SEALs, and you kind of was telling me that that's a good idea and all, but that's not something that you want to do. And to go to the Army, if you really want to serve and do it the right way, go be an Army Ranger. So I kind of got lucky once again. Just honestly putting myself with presenting the opportunity always came once I was always ready. So as long as you stay ready, then getting around the right people kind of going to lead you and direct you to the right way. And I kind of met a lot of them at OCS, just being at Fort Benning. So I'm kind of just stepping in the right foothold.
Absolutely. And like we've been in communication for the last 10 years. So,
Yeah, it's been a minute.
yeah, none of this shit is actually shit. We've been riding since 2012, so 13 years. But I just want people to hear because, a lot of times we hear all these dudes talking about I'm going to go enlist with a college degree, and then they get all this, and I'm just going to get an officer billet, and I'm like, look, man, it ain't that easy. Like, we got Mike Woods still sitting over there kind of jacking around, right?
Yeah, it's easy to get comfortable too, because no responsibility and a steady paycheck will definitely keep you stagnant. So as long as you keep striving for better, then you can do it.
Yeah, Mike Wood got a 3.7 GPA from college, and he in E4, E5 in the Army right now. You know
that was not me.
No, I know. But I'm just saying, like, that's a dude right there that's smart, should have been an officer all day, and he over there dragging his feet. What I'm saying?
Why is he taking so long, Jake?
Listen, man, this motherfucker is a hard-headed dude, man. He a hard-headed dude, man. He just...
Hey, you should be able to put that packet in pretty simple, easy for him.
Staff Sergeant Shell, listen. His command put a package in for him. Okay? They forced him to do a package. And he was like, I don't know. I think like he just want to hang out and drink with the boys, man. Like, it's stupid.
Yeah. So I was gonna say that's the reason, because it's actually pretty simple from that side to go from what do you call it, into the officer realm from the Army side, at least. I don't know about the rest of the service. I can't speak. But I watched 98% of the packages get picked up last year. And the 2% that didn't were because shit like that, not want to do it, couldn't commit, or fuck the packet up, whatever. It was their fault, not,
Yeah, he killing the Army. He been number one NCO. Like, he been all the time. He got every award. He got 2 or 3 deployments now. But we need to call Mike, man. Hey, Jared, call Mike right now. Get that motherfucker on Discord. Let's fire his ass up, man. Yeah, text him and tell him to get on Discord. We talking bad about his ass. We'll fire him up. Hey, can someone?
Yeah,
Hey, thank
we
you,
were actually
Jared.
talking about when we kept skipping class and doing dumb stuff, and you made us walk around with the logs on our back, and you sprayed us with water hose and was yelling at us. Me and Mike, not
Yeah,
Mike, Allen.
Alan. Yeah, I ain't want to go to class, bro. I ain't paying your scholarship for you not to go to class, homeboy. That ain't the way it worked.
Yeah, I just text him.
All right. Oh, we talking about Mike Allen, ain't we? We talking about Mike Allen, not Mike Wood.
Yeah.
Hey, can someone go over to my YouTube and see if I'm live on YouTube? Cause I can't find it. So someone help me out. I'm the criminal. I'm barely able to function. Thank you, Jared. Hey, when are we going to dinner, brother? What are you doing Friday, man?
I got a Secret Service exam, the physical fitness exam, and I'm gonna
Let's
do
fucking
that
go. Let's
about
go.
an hour and a half, and nothing. I'm good on Friday. Just hit me up.
Okay. Call me tomorrow, cause if you're gonna go down that Secret Service path, I'm gonna get you on the gas.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got some dudes over there. We get you on the gas on that.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right, all day, brother. Thank you, man. All right, we live on YouTube. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. I don't know why I can't find it, but I won't worry about it. If we live, hey, YouTube, man, shout out, public service announcement. We had 31 cats. We got 69 to go. Okay? 69 to go. We're going to get your boy Staff Sergeant Shell to 100. And I'm telling you right now, we're moving mountains. Staff Sergeant Shell has his own video Discord tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central. If you got Army recruiting questions, if you want to join the Army, make sure you jump in that Discord. One-on-one, Staff Sergeant Shell, holding it down on Thursday nights. We have released the Patreon, West Coast Customs, and Game School. It's starting on Monday. It's $50 to join. I'm going to tell you that's the biggest bargain in the world because you're going to start having so much success with women. You're going to be like, you're going to want to pay us extra every week. Every week you're going to want to pay us money because it's going to be so successful. We got some dudes that are already murdering it. Enzo is over there. He's the guy that started it all. And then Paul is the kind of the Obi-Wan Kenobi of West Coast Customs. So make sure you check that out on Patreon. We got a $20 category. We're trying to figure out $20 category is going to be in here on the Discord. And we're rolling, man. So listen, get them hands up. We got 3 people in here right now. Got 5 people. We're going to start answering some questions. Remember, keep it positive. Hey, Discord, man, I float through Discord every now and then, every couple of days. Make sure it's positive, man. I saw somebody post kind of a poor run time or a swim time, and someone put ass in there, okay? I'm cool with you putting the ass if you say, hey, brother, that run time is ass. He was swimming. He ran us 8:40, and then he swam on a 10:45. I'm okay with you putting in there, hey, man, that swim time is ass. But don't just put ass and be negative without no stuff. The other thing is make sure you're talking about shit you've done. There's a dude in there that talked about EOD school, how he went to EOD prep, and he failed on the over-unders. He gave a great synopsis of what happened in there. Man, it was awesome, bro. Like, that's what we want. That's the whole reason we doing this shit, so we can kind of decentralize all the advice that's coming out, get a bunch of dudes, okay? I'm going to run down this. We got the SF section. We got all the SFs covered. We got the pilot section over here, man. We got all the resources. We got everything you need to be successful for the military. Now we got engineering and cyber. My man Dat Tran done changed it, okay? We got jobs, cyber programs, interviews, school for engineering. We got the OCS process and the OCS board. There's no mystery to what they're going to ask you on the board, how you need to look, what you need to do to be successful on the board, okay? We got admissions to the service academies right here in ROTC. We got an awesome dude that has the key to Air Force Aviation over here. He was an Air Force ROTC dude. I appreciate him coming on board. And then obviously we got the West Coast Customs, West Coast Vikings lifestyle down here. And then we got Jake's School of Game. You know, dog, I'm telling you right now, I've been practicing my own skills. I went to the grocery store today. All I did was smile at people. All they did was smile back. Although I did have one middle-aged Hispanic lady that tried to fight me for smiling at her. I just gave her the touche. You know, I hit her with the matador robe and kept it moving and shit. So, all right, y'all, let's go. First question. Let's roll.
I don't really have a question, Jake. I just, you know who this is, right?
What up, dude? What you doing? Okay. You want to tell them about not buying a house?
We could do that. I was just gonna add on to the
Go
last
ahead.
gentleman's experience. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
surprised when he said it took him. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Tell him your story. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I was just saying when he said it took him 1 year to get a conditional release and go to OCS. I'm like that's insane. That's great.
It took him 3 years. He had 6-year contract. Yeah. It took him a while. It was not 1 year. I know that because I lived through it with him.
Yeah, I was gonna say it took me 3 years as well, and I was one of the most junior guys in OCS from the prior enlisted standpoint. So, yeah, it's the Marine Corps is just as it's tough to enlist with a college degree. Like, yeah, OCS it's gonna be a while. So, I don't know. That's about all I had to just add on there. But you want to talk about buying a house? I mean, yeah, a lot of guys going to Lejeune now. Yeah, the market's just not it right now, and this is like the first time a lot of us have seen it like this. Just with interest rates being what they are. Like 90% of people are just renting right now. So
go into the details. Go into the details. Tell them the details.
So right now it's a massive seller's market. So they're just overcharging mortgages by about $100,000. And rental is more lucrative by about $1,000 a month from what we saw. So yeah, just at the current moment, it's just even in a place as relatively cheap as North Carolina, like renting's the move right now. And I'm still up, keeping my feelers out, looking at houses, but I mean, just now it's a waiting game, I mean.
So what he's saying is he can rent the same house for between $1,500 and $2,000, $2,100, that he can buy for $3,300 in a mortgage. This is one of the, I don't know. I understand a little bit of history on the housing market, but never before has it been cheaper to rent than it is to buy. Okay, I'm just telling you right now, this is a real problem. Like, this is a real economic problem we have, because if it's cheaper to rent, ain't nobody buying no houses. If nobody buys any houses, no one can sell any houses. You start having a real problem. House prices have to correct either $100,000 or they got to bring the interest rates down. I would say almost 3 points, which, I mean, I don't know. Something's got to give. It's going to break here shortly, and we're going to have either the best buyer's market in the world or the interest rates are going to come down. It's the only two options they got. There ain't no other thing to do. Okay? So, all right. Hey, man, keep killing it, bro.
Yeah, no problem, Jake.
Hey, are you in game school?
I haven't formally joined it yet, but
okay, no.
About it.
I don't need you to join. I just need you to hit 2K up and tell 2K you're gonna be a coach in game school.
No problem. Yep, I'll go ahead and DM him.
Absolutely, you got a lot of success. I like your success. My man right there is successful. So I can't tell you what he's doing is successful, but he's winning. So we'll put him in there. All right, cool.
Appreciate it, Jake. You have a good one.
All good, brother. All right, next one. Let's go.
Yo, what's going on, Jake? This is Hernandez calling.
Hernandez, what's happening?
Hey, man. So I just wanted to ask you something that I can't really find too much information about. More so specific route to target cartels in the aviation aspect.
Okay, so hang on, bro.
Like, what would that best route be?
Hang on, bro. What do you mean target cartels in the aviation aspect?
Like, I've been looking at Customs and Border Patrol and ICE, and I know they got air interdiction agents. I know I can't walk off the street right into that role, but if I did want to get into that, like,
you got to go in the military, because you know who they hiring?
Cats out the military, huh?
Yep. You know who's flying them Blackhawks and them C-12s and all that stuff they using? But I'm going to tell you this. To be honest with you, most of that shit's handled by the Navy. The Navy or the Coast Guard.
Okay.
So, at any one time, we got probably two or three Aegis-equipped destroyers, or sometimes it's frigates, down there in the Gulf of America and off the coast just tracking flights. The dudes doing the introductions are Coast Guard, Navy. Most of the time it's Coast Guard with a Navy. Like, we'll have a Navy or Coast Guard detachment on board. But if you want to do aviation specific, I would tell you, well, you go Coast Guard, or you can go look at the military. You got a college degree?
Yeah. I mean, we plenty of times. I was I already taken the SIFT. Right now I'm working on studying for that ASTB. You know, I mean, like you said, I can't be picky. You know, if I can fly anywhere, if I can fly jets, you know, I gotta suck it up and be on the boat, you know?
Yeah, but it ain't no like, there ain't no like, I'm gonna say this. I know a couple Coast Guard dudes, like drug interdiction is like the top of their food chain. So just understand, like you're not ever gonna start at the top of the food chain.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah. And what do you recommend for the Coast Guard? Because I remember I was talking with the OCS recruiter. There's no
I don't recommend the
guaranteed route.
I don't recommend the Coast Guard. You don't never hear me say go fly in the Coast Guard ever.
Yeah, I never heard you say that.
Ever. Because you're going to fly helicopters and you're going to go to some little ass shitty base somewhere in the world to fly helicopters. Or you're going to be on a boat flying helicopters. It's not, I mean, if you want to go fly, I'd rather have you fly in the Army than go fly in the Coast Guard. And you're a minority, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Coast Guard, one of them hang them high from the yardarm places. So it ain't no place I recommend females, minorities. I don't reckon nobody go over there. I've had some very successful pilots over there. They went to the Coast Guard Academy. You know, it's another one of them places where it's tough. Okay.
All right, I hear you. Appreciate it.
No problem. Good question. All right, let's go. We rolling. 7-Eleven. Man, I had Sonic today, man. Had me on fire. What you got?
My name is Franklin. You can
Franklin.
Okay. I'm currently in the Air Force DEP program for special warfare. Okay. And I've been watching your videos about the reality of the Air Force, and I've been sitting in on your videos. Yeah. And I want to, I guess, get a reality check and figure out what I should do differently.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready.
No, I'm about to ask you some questions. We're gonna judge if you're ready. Okay. What's your 5 mile time?
I have not done it yet. I got injured before I could build up my miles.
Okay. What is your yardage a week swimming?
Right now, it's between 7,000 and 10,000.
Okay. So let me tell you this: there is zero chance that you even get into selection and make it through prep. So this is what I would tell you to do. Okay. I know everybody want to go in the Air Force and do some dumbass shit with 4 people because that's all they got in special operations. If I was you, I would DM Staff Sergeant Shell right now and say, hey, I would like to go to the 82nd on an option 4 contract, okay? Go over there for a couple years, and then you got sky's the limit. You go to fucking Ranger Bat, you can go to SF, you can go do all of that stuff. Because whatever you're talking about right now, there is zero chance you ever get there.
Yes, sir.
And you know why, right?
Yes, sir. It's the hardest one out of all of them to get into. And they have a 98% attrition rate.
Yeah, like, and you're not doing shit right now. Like, did you listen to my dude that I just dropped the video on, the second Ranger Bad dude? Did you listen to Carlos' video?
Yes, sir. The one where he was a water polo and he went to
motherfucker swimming 60,000 60,000 a week. That's what it looked like. Like if he said he was going to be a PJ, I say he'd be all right. He'll be fine. Okay, but like even then, he might break his ankle in one of the mud pits. You know, he might fall into the creek and hurt his shoulder. It's just too much things. So I'll hit up Staff Sergeant Shell. My advice to you. Okay, what grade are you in?
I'm 19. I graduated high school and I'm in trade school right now.
Okay, what trade school you in?
Welding.
Okay, that's one of the marginal ones. That ain't like plumbing or electricity. So if you want to get out of here, bro, just hit up Staff Sergeant Shell. Tell him you ready to leave next week. I'll fucking go on an option 4 82nd. Go do that shit for 2 years, and then the sky will be the limit. You'll have a ton of time to get in condition. You'll grow up. You'll mature. Then you could go be successful in special operations. You still got at least 20 years to operate in special operations. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I asked a follow-up question and tell me if this is dumb.
Go ahead.
The engineers, the Army engineers are looking interesting to me. Would that also be a good option, or is that not? I shouldn't consider that.
So here's what I'm gonna tell you. If you want to go special forces, there are engineers over there. Okay. I'm gonna let me ask you this, Staff Sergeant Shell. What do you think about engineers going special forces?
So it cuts your options down because the regiment doesn't need them.
Yep. So here's what I'm gonna tell you. Right now, there's no combat going on. If you were a regular old fucking grunt, you could go to special forces when combat was happening. Right now, there ain't no combat. They ain't taking nobody not coming from combat arms unless your dad is a general. Okay, so I would just, like I told you, I would hit up Staff Sergeant Shell and figure out what the best option is. We got our own personal fucking Army recruiter on here for just like occasions just like this. He ain't doing nothing but helping us. I know he thinks he's helping himself signing all these kids, but what he really doing is helping all of us have access to a good ass dude to help us get to where we could go. I just had a conversation with a young man that wants to fly. I told him, look, we'll go to Staff Sergeant Shell and we can guarantee exactly what job he gets. Okay? Now, he got to do the work and the ASVAB and all the other stuff, but, like, the bottom line is, like, we got gold in here. You know what I'm saying? So just hit him up and figure out what you want to do and go. Like, you 19, you in trade skill, you in welding, that's cool. If you got the itch, you want to go, get the fuck out of there, because 19 turns into 25, and then you're going to be, like, wishing you had went 4 years ago. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you for your time.
All right, brother. DM Staff Sergeant Shell. We waiting. Okay.
All right. Jake, by the way, so Army made its mission yesterday for the fiscal year completed. Done. So what that means is, well, other than the fact they gave me Monday off, but I'm gonna work it anyway. The job should open back up in the next like week or two. You're gonna see all of them. Just everything there was, you know, at the beginning of this year, it'll be back.
All right, let's go. Hey, man, we told you this before. Do not wait. Do not sit there and contemplate, because I'm going to tell you right now, this shit ain't going to change. We got 3 more years of crazy man Trump in charge. I'm telling you, people they run into the Army right now because we back to normal shit, okay? I just saw that 3 Air Force Academy, whatever they're called, didn't graduate. Which is, I mean, shit, that's the way it should be, man. Like, I don't know, man. I personally don't give a shit, but I think it got completely out of control with the last administration. Completely. Ain't nobody want to see some dude with a wig on coming to work in a women's uniform. Like, that ain't the military. Our job is to be lethal, kill people, be a man, stomp faces in, crush skulls. None of that has to do with wearing a pink tutu in your OCPs. All right, I'm off my rant. I don't want to get banned. YouTube been hazing your boy, okay? So we'll come up off that. All right, let's go. Next question.
All right, so I just had a very general question.
What's your name, general question?
I'm Ethan.
Ethan, what's up?
So I just had a very general question. I'll just make it very fast because I've watched a lot of videos.
You're good,
I'll be
brother.
honest.
Go ahead.
I'm very, very new to this. Like,
okay.
This is my first time being around military recruiters.
You don't want to get your head blown off, right?
No, sir.
I won't blow your head off. Wait. You got a bachelor's degree?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And you want to enlist?
No, I want to go to officers. I want to go officer route.
It's okay. I just want to make sure because I would get the AK-47 out right now and just start shooting your ass. Okay, go ahead. What you got?
So my plan is that I want to go in, and I'm kind of this whole idea that the military can pay for college or whatever. So I'm looking at like trying to get a mechanical engineering master's degree.
Okay.
And I want to be working with a lot of different vehicles. I'm not exactly sure what kind of vehicles I want to be working with.
Hang on, hombre. Hang on. Pump your brakes. Okay. What's your GPA? Okay. What's your GPA in undergrad?
3.25.
Okay. So you're not super smart, but you smart enough. Okay. So listen.
Yes.
You're going to be an officer in the military. You ain't going to do nothing with no fucking vehicles. You're going to be in charge of like 25 guys that are going to deal with vehicles. Okay. Yeah. You ain't never going to touch a wrench as an officer. Or you may change the tire or some shit like that. But you're not gonna be doing no real shit. Okay, so let's get that out of the way right now. Okay, go ahead, ask your question.
So basically, I'm looking for a way that I can pipeline the military into like a mechanical engineering field. I kind of want to go in and, like, open up my shop.
Perfect. Do you know what the Corps of Engineers is?
No, sir.
Okay, why don't you go do some research on the Corps of Engineers and come back and talk to us next Wednesday.
Okay.
All right, listen, hey, real quick, are you aware of this whole OCS room over here on the left. You see this whole OCS room? Where is that? Right here. OCS process, OCS board. You see that room right there?
I'm looking for it right now.
It's below the engineering cyber jobs.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, get in there because you ain't got to figure nothing out, okay? All you do is you get in line, you fucking stay in line, you follow everybody else, your ass will end up in there. But I want you to go do some research on the core engineers and then come back to us next week.
All right, got you.
Hey, listen. Hey, when you find the core engineer stuff, drop it in that OCS stuff or in the engineering school. I don't know where it would go best. Figure out where it would go best and drop it in the resources in there, okay?
Okay.
All right, brother. Is that good? Did we answer your question, Ethan?
I think so, yeah. I think it's just like I said, I'm very new to this whole thing, so I'm like starting out from ground zero. You know what I mean? It's okay. We gave you a ground zero homework assignment. Yeah.
It's all right. You ain't got to be worried about that. You ain't got to come in here with no answers. We'll get you right. I just need you to go do your homework. I can't tell you what you need to do. You need to figure out what you need to do on your own. But I know where to point you to get you to figure that shit out. Does that make sense?
All right.
All right. So what do you think my next question to you is going to be?
Have I done any research into like military engineers?
Nope. Have you thought about flying?
Yes, I have. I've actually thought about flying helicopters, believe it or not.
Okay.
That was kind of my main interest. I mean, of course, I'm not opposed to flying anything else.
Hang on. It's okay. Hang on. Calm down. You in here on like fucking crack cocaine and shit, like a little spaz devil and shit. All right. Have you taken a familiarization flight?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I have no flight hours.
You have resources, correct? You have resources? You got extra $200?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Where do you live?
North Carolina.
Perfect. I want you to find a flight school around you. Ask them for a familiarization flight. It'll cost you probably $200. Okay, maybe in North Carolina it'll be $175, something like that. But before next Wednesday, I want you to take a familiarization flight if you can get it scheduled.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll look into that.
I want you to look into aviation, and what's the other thing I want you to look into?
Corps of Engineers.
All right, there it is. We'll see you next Wednesday.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Easy day, brother. All right, folks. Good questions, man. Good questions. Hit them up. Who's next?
Yo, Jake.
What's your name, motherfucker?
My name's Gus.
Gus,
I came on here before.
Okay, what's up?
Hey, so I got a call Monday morning saying my OCS got delayed by a whole year.
What do you mean? What do you mean your OCS got delayed by a whole year?
I was supposed to go this next week for phase 1 of OCS.
Hold up. For who?
Washington State National Guard.
Okay, Army. Washington State National Guard. All right. And it got held up.
Yeah, they don't have enough cadre to send some of us because a couple of us got back from basic too late.
Okay.
My question is, or if you know of anybody that's been through it, how likely are they to send us to federal OCS instead of state?
Oh, you got state OCS in Washington. So here's what I would tell you. Just go be an asset and then see if you can go to federal. Jared Ambers just got back from Texas. Like he just went to federal OCS. So it's always a possibility. I would say just go be an asset to the Washington National Guard and then someone will be like, hey man, we're going to send you OCS. But how old are you?
30.
30s. I'm gonna tell you, 1 year in your life ain't gonna hurt nothing. So don't panic, don't lose your brain, don't do nothing. Just try to be an asset and then get them to send you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, brother.
Hello, Jake.
What's your name?
Isaiah.
Isaiah, what's up?
Yeah, I just came back for a life update. I was thinking about re-enlisting.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember me.
No, I don't remember you, but re-enlisting in what service?
The Army. So I was interested in the WAF program, but since I had like a bit of a medical background, it's gonna kind of be hard to be a civilian applicant.
Are you out? Wait, hang on, man. You out right now, right?
So
hang on. Stop talking. So what is the medical shit that's holding you up for WAF?
MDD.
What's that?
Depression, essentially.
Oh yeah, that'll fuck you up. Are you on drugs?
No, I've never done any drugs.
No, I said drugs for fucking depression.
Yeah, no, I've never done any. No.
Staff Sergeant Shell, is he self-selecting out of WAF?
Not from the inside.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna tell you this. Hit Staff Sergeant.
Isaiah, we talking, right?
Yeah, we're talking. Yeah,
I got you. I'm just making sure. I recognized the voice for a second, but you know I can't keep Discord names and real names together.
Not possible. Not possible. Okay, Isaiah. So if you're talking to Staff Sergeant Shell, what is your question?
No, I wanted to update you because this initially all started when I asked about Air Force ROTC because I got out in January.
Yep. But you want to go fly, so we said go to WAF program, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so now do you want to go back to ROTC program?
I mean, the main problem I'm facing is that I'm still in community college and it's going to be 3 years until I transfer into a 4-year because I'm trying to go the engineering route.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Okay, I'm gonna fucking call you a fucking pussy right now. Okay, I took 27 credit hours in one semester and left business school a whole semester early. So don't tell me some shit's gonna take 3 fucking years at a community college. If I wanted to, I could go get any associate's degree in 1 year. But you gotta be a man. You gotta fucking put your foot down. You gotta fucking bust your ass. You gotta stop fucking playing video games. You gotta sell your soul to the fucking devil and get what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Don't take no fucking. I'm just saying, you ain't gotta switch your major. Ain't no way nothing in community college should ever take you more than 2 years, no matter what, unless you ain't going full time.
No, it's the math. I have to take Calc 1, do 3, and then go to linear algebra, and then just mathematics.
Yeah. So you can't take Calc 1 and man, you might be able to take Calc 2 and 3 at the same time. That's a lot though. That's a lot of horsepower. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really come from a STEM background. But...
Okay, so listen. That's only 1 year though. That's only 1 year. That's 1 year. You see what I'm saying? Have you taken Calc 1 yet? Have you took Calc 1 yet?
No, I'm taking Calc 1. I have to take pre-calculus first, and then I take Calc 1 next spring. Okay,
hang on. Next spring. So you in pre-calculus right now for 2 semesters?
No, I took stats, and then now I got to take pre-calc, and then I can move to.
What are you doing this summer? I know the community college has summer class.
They didn't have any this summer, so I literally.
Where you live? Hey, listen. That's fine. Listen, where do you fucking live?
Theoretically, I live in Florida, but I'm going to school in San Diego.
Okay, I don't know what kind of.
I know.
Let me tell you. You know, you can go to any community college, and they will transfer the credit into the other community college. You know that, right?
Yes, but wouldn't it be I might say impossible, but wouldn't it be harder to get a class?
Isaiah, let me tell you something. You deal. This ain't I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna give you the fucking public service announcement. This is not we hold your dicks at the urinal channel. Okay. This is we find a way channel. Okay. Right now, you found a way not to win. Okay. You found a way to talk yourself into not being able to do this shit in 2 years or 1 year. Okay. I'm just gonna tell you. You got to change your thought process in how the fuck can I take pre-calc right now in the summer? How can I take Calc 1 next semester? How can I take Calc 2 in the spring? How can I take Calc 3 in the summer? And I'm done 1 year from now. I'm done with all my math. Okay, then I got to go take linear algebra. Okay, how can I do that? We're not saying it can't be done. We're not saying it's going to be hard. We're not saying, oh my God, I can't do it. Listen, man. No one cares. Figure out a way to win, Isaiah. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Go see your counselor at your school. Call them. Hey,
Isaiah, we got to plan forward, right? I mean, we're gonna get you there. You just gotta stay the course.
Yeah, Jake. It's not necessarily academics. It's like my medical record as well.
Okay, so listen, I'm gonna say this. Staff Sergeant Shell working with you. He over there rolling his fucking eyes like he's had this conversation with you. We're not gonna stack conversations on top of each other. Staff Sergeant Shell got a plan for you?
Yes, Roger.
Okay, then we good to go. You roll on that plan. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, got you.
All right, brother.
All right.
Next question.
Hey, Jake. My name is John. We spoke about a month ago. I
About
was
what?
moving to the Dallas area to be an Air Force pilot.
You the light-skinned dude with freckles and glasses?
Absolutely. You got it.
From Louisiana?
Yes. Yep.
You start flying yet, motherfucker?
Yes, I have. Got
All right,
3.5 hours.
Let's go.
Every flight. Went to talk to the recruiter.
Okay.
The rated bore opens in August and October, next couple months, and I want to know, how do I go about getting a letter of recommendation?
Okay, so you have no military people in your family?
No.
Did I put you in contact with Will?
Yes, but I never got a hit back from him. I'll hit him up again.
Okay, so listen. That motherfucker working a jock 12 hours a day, okay? He running a nonprofit as a side hustle, and he lives in Hawaii, and he's moving to Japan, okay?
Gotcha.
Do you think that motherfucker got time to worry about some motherfucker with 3 flight hours that's trying to go do what he want to do, his dreams?
Nope.
Okay, so I need you to text him every fucking day until he texts you back. If you don't hear from him by the end of the week, then you text me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like I told you in the beginning, bro. Like, we got all this shit mapped out. That's just the dude that handled the aviation stuff and the letters of recommendation. He got some heavy hitters that basically just eliminate any question about whether you're going to get picked up or not. So I'd rather you go over there, get the gold, than come over to me and I'm hustling around trying to find you some letters of rec. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Okay. Just hit me back. Like, just send me a text message if you didn't get it. You know what I mean? If he don't hit you back, in 5 days. Just hit me back and say, hey, Jake, he didn't hit me back. And then I'll get on a text message thread with you and I'll try to help you out a little bit.
Okay, understood.
All right, listen. Hey, are you trying to put your package in right now for aviation?
I'm working on getting it together.
Okay. What did they say about your vision?
They said don't do latex. Worry about that later on when I do my medical physical.
Okay, what's your vision?
I checked my vision.
20 what?
It's 2025. It's within the.
Oh, yeah, you're good. No, you're good. You're good. Okay, I just knew you wear glasses. I just want to make sure. Because they will try to bait and switch you once you get in. Oh, you can't fly, but you can be a radio intercept officer. Or you can be a backseater. We don't want to play them games. Who you talking to, Air Force?
Yes, Air Force.
Okay. All right. Listen. Hey, man, if the dude is on here that is the Air Force Academy dude, wait, I got him in my text messages. Shit. Send me a text message. Tell me that you need to get a hold of the Air Force dude because he said he got the whole key to being able to fly in the Air Force.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, brother. Easy day.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah, all day, brother. That's all we doing. We over here building champions for life. We need some more Air Force pilots. All right, let's go. Fire it up. Next question. Start with your name. Don't start with can you hear me or hello. Start with your fucking name.
Hi, my name's P.
Whoa! Hang on, P. Are you a young lady?
I'm 28.
Perfect. Listen, I apologize for using the P word on here. I totally forgot. 99% of the time, we don't have no women on here. So I'm going to give you my disclaimer. I will keep it clean from here on out. All right, P, how can we help you?
I appreciate it, sir. I was just wanting to ask about, I'm also early on in the process, have a bachelor's looking into officer programs on the Navy and Army side.
Okay.
I spoke with a naval officer recruiter, both the general and medical service corps.
Okay.
I kind of know the medical service corps options.
Okay.
However, I know that they're really lenient with waivers right now due to recruitment needs. I guess I'm just wondering if it's the same case on the Army side.
What's your degree in?
My degree is in policy. It's a bachelor's of science, but it's government related.
From where?
Humanities, not STEM.
From where?
Northwestern. It's a good school. USU Michigan for MBA. So you know.
Miss P, you ain't got to tell me Northwestern is a good school. Like I've heard of Northwestern before. Okay,
that's what I was saying.
Just so you understand, like education is what we do on here. Okay. Anyway, what's your GPA?
2.89.
2.89. Are you a minority?
Was a D1 athlete.
No, I said, are you a minority?
Yeah, I'm not a minority.
Okay, and you're a D1 athlete. What'd you play? Huh?
Just for privacy, I'd rather not disclose, if that's all right.
Do you know Helena Harris? Oh wait, you're 28. Shit, never mind. She's still in school. She playing lacrosse. Well, she was. Anyway, that's why I asked. All right.
That's top program.
Yeah, I know. Okay, what are your questions about medical waivers? What do you need? Well, fuck, you probably don't want to talk about what you need a medical waiver for, but I would say
I have a long list, to be honest, and a lot of it I wouldn't want to disclose.
So then
I spoke with the naval officer, and he said recruiter, and he said none of them would be an issue. But that's the Navy, right? I don't know if that's the case for the Army.
Just DM me. Shoot me a DM. I'll tell you.
DM Staff Sergeant Shell. Pete, here's my question to you. Do you know how, what? Just tell me what sport you in, girl. What sport did you play?
Softball. I still train, but I look at your Army PDF.
Softball? Correct. Okay, correct. So you guys are not runners, correct?
Correct. I do run now, but I'm not even close to your Army PDF. I just looked at it 2 days ago, but I'm not there.
Have you ran 5 miles anytime in the last year? I can't hear you.
I have run 5 miles in the last year.
How long did it take you?
Too long, sir.
No. Well, listen. P. We don't work in ambiguity on here, and just because I'm being nice doesn't mean you can't get your head blown off. If I ask you a question, I want the answer. How long did it take you to run 5 miles?
Well, I fractured my ankle in December, so I haven't ran 5 miles in 8 months probably.
That's fine. What were you running 5 miles in before you fractured your ankle?
I'm 3.5, and that's in 30.
Okay, that's fine. So here's what I'm going to tell you. I would recommend at 28 years old, as a female, you go into the Navy, because when I tell you the Navy is the antichrist of physicality, you'll be just fine in the Navy. If you go over to the Army, you're going to be rucking, running, digging holes. It's super physical. I got 2 females in OCS right now, and one of them is struggling along physically. Everything is starting to come together now, but you're going to go to basic training in the Army. You're going to go to OCS in the Army. You got 7 months of just straight physicality. I know you're not afraid of it because you played Division I sport. However, at 28, I would tell you just go be an officer in the Navy because you ain't got to deal with no physicality shit. What do you want to do in the military?
I was looking primarily at medical service corps in terms of the Navy. I know the Army also has a path for that. That's a little bit less competitive than the Navy. So I'm not fixed on anything. I have professional experience. I'm open-minded.
In medical, you have professional experience?
Yes, I'm a physician recruiter.
Okay. You DM Staff Sergeant Shell yet?
No, I will right now, sir. I'm on my phone. I apologize.
You're fine. No, you're fine. Okay, so just DM Staff Sergeant Shell, and then he'll talk to you about the Army side. And then we'll talk. I mean, if you're going to go medical service corps, here's my thing. Staff Sergeant Shell, she can't just pick medical service corps, can she?
No, I mean, the best way to do it is to go with an AMED recruiter, actually kind of what she does, I'm assuming, on the outside for physician recruiting. We have our own version of that as well. They can send you to just medical side of everything.
Okay. So she doesn't have to roll dice and go to OCS to try to get it.
So no, I mean, unless they say that she doesn't qualify due to whatever her lack of experience and or lack of education in that particular field, she wouldn't have to. They would put her directly in it into the nursing corps or whatever it may be.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Hey, P, why do you want to go in the military?
Opportunities for long-term career, such as pension, VA loan,
My significant other is an IDC, so dual military partnership seems like it would be practical.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. Well, let's rock on. Hit DM Staff Sergeant Shell. Keep coming back. Just tell me you're on here, so then I got to go straight PG. I need to be PG anyway, but you know, some of these little kids, sometimes they need to get their heads blown off. So, all right. Anything else? I think she DMing you, Staff Sergeant Shell. All right, let's go. Next person.
How's it going, sir? My name's Ramsey.
Ramsey.
I'm somewhat new to the Discord. I joined yesterday, but I've been watching your videos for a couple weeks.
Okay.
I'm currently I guess I'm technically a senior. I'm doing my accelerated math and kinesiology at George Mason University.
Okay.
And I've been considering going the military route. I was originally considering doing some sort of medical through U-Shoes, but
USAREC?
No, U-Shoes. Uniform Services University Health Services. It's in Maryland. It's like a military medical school.
Got you.
But I think I've also been considering going the infantry route, and I think that's the route that I'm doing more research into, and I think I would prefer.
Okay.
I still have a year and a half before I finish my accelerated master's.
Okay.
And I was wondering, or I'll finish in December 2026. I currently have a 3.6 or 3.7 GPA.
Okay.
And I was wondering, in the meanwhile, what you would recommend when it comes to prepping. Sorry if I'm gonna get my head blown off.
No, you're good. You're good. You ain't gonna get your head blown off. What's your 5 mile?
Get some
What's your 5 mile time?
I've been doing bodybuilding recently. I've been doing bodybuilding for the past couple of years. I went from about 155 to I'm 6'2", so I'm now 195. So I've started running though. My 5 mile, I haven't run as fast as possible, but it's probably right now about 50 minutes. I could do a 5K in 24 minutes, generally an 8-minute mile pace.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna tell you. I stopped bodybuilding and I'll start running. Okay. So anything you do in the Army, if you want to go infantry, the baseline for us is a 35-minute 5 mile. Zone 2 run, 35-minute 5 mile. Okay. So my advice to you would be just start running. Stop fucking all the bodybuilding. If you want to lift weights, we lift 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, light on Wednesday. Okay, start running, maybe start swimming. I wouldn't necessarily worry about your weight so much. I would worry about how fast you can run. Okay?
Sounds good, sir.
Yeah, but I mean, because here's the deal. To get to OCS ain't going to be that hard. To get infantry at OCS, you got to be able to run and ruck. So, does that make sense? But right now, I would say keep getting good grades and just worry about running better. You got the PDF?
Appreciate it. Yeah, I just emailed you for it literally on this call. Just got it.
All good, brother. All right, man. Keep coming back.
Thanks so much,
hey, listen, make sure you go over there to the OCS board, right? OCS process board. That shit will at least get your simple questions out the way, stuff like that.
Got you. Because I have so much time before I'll finish my master's up, I'm assuming it's just keep running, but next summer potentially. That's when I should start to look into talking to them.
No. So you're going to graduate in December of 26, correct?
Yes, sir.
So February of 26, go talk to go start that process.
Sounds good, sir. Do you mind if I ask you why I should wait till after I'm done with my master's?
Oh, I'm sorry. February. No, motherfucker. February of 26. That's fucking... You said you're graduating in December of 26, right?
Oh, February of 26. Apologies, sir. I thought you said February 27. My apologies.
No, 26, brother. Well before you graduate. Yeah.
Got you. Thank you very much, sir.
All good. Let it rip.
Have a good one.
You too. Thanks, man. Hey, man, you put a female in the house, all of a sudden it get real politically correct other than the FUs. All right, let's go.
Hi, my name is Mark.
Mark, what's up?
So I'm looking to join the reserves. Right now I'm an electrician, so I got 2 years of school left.
Pump your brakes, Mark. Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. Okay. Why do you want to join the reserves?
So I stay in Texas. We have one of the benefits is.
Yeah, go ahead.
I stay in Austin.
Yeah.
One of the benefits is you get a loan for land, and then you also get, I think, like an extra 150 hours of any education, basically.
Yeah.
So that's my main concern.
Okay. How much you gonna be making as an electrician?
By the next 2 years, I'm not sure right now because I know the union here is about to get a raise, so everything is about to go up.
Yep.
So maybe $35 to $40 an hour starting. That's excluding side jobs.
You're gonna make more than that, brother. You're gonna start at basically $100,000 a year. Okay. Young man I got right now is in the same position you're in. He got like another 4 months electrical school. He's been in school for the last 2 years. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you this: you are in a position that's going to be paying you $300,000 a year. I mean, if you were just willing to move to DC, you'd be making $200,000 a year as an electrician. So I know you want to get a bunch of benefits, but just be careful that you're not going to get fired from your day job as an electrician to go chase some benefits that are only going to save you maybe $20,000 a year. Does that make sense?
So, yeah, I understand that. This is what I do know.
Okay.
There's another person that I haven't contacted them in a while, but they are also in the Army. I think they're in the National Guard.
Okay.
They started at the same time as me, and they've still been going through the program.
Okay.
So I do know it's not a problem. I know they work with you.
Okay. I'm just telling you. How many people in your program? How many people you got in your program right now? With you?
Too many. I know we had a problem with having a bunch of people in there.
How many people you got in your program right now?
I would say 1,000 for first year.
1,000?
Like split between the two schools. Yeah, because we have like one location where I'm at, and then one 30 minutes away from here.
How long have you been in this program?
I've been in it about a year.
Okay, so let me tell you something. It ain't gonna be 1,000 in fucking a year from now. My dude got 7 dudes in his program. He started with 30 2.5 years ago. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know. Are you a genius? What was your high school GPA?
I'm not gonna call myself a genius.
What was your high school GPA, dude?
I think it was like a 2.7.
Okay,
that's just because I wasn't doing the work.
You ain't do shit. Okay. So I will tell you this.
I was a COVID kid. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't doing that shit.
Ain't nobody care about fucking COVID. No one care about your problems. Okay. Yeah. I'm just telling you, you in a great job. Don't fuck it up trying to do too much. Don't get kicked out of school trying to do too much. I tell everybody, plumber, electrician, they're gonna be making millions of dollars here in about 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I would just focus on where you're at, what you're doing now. If you want to go into reserves when you get out and become an electrician, that's fine. But I personally think you wasting your time messing with it right now when you could be making fucking $100,000 a year.
All right, I hear you. Thank you for the information.
All good. All right, let's let it rip. We got 12 minutes of power for fire. Let's go. Oh, man, don't get kicked out, man. I know my dude hem you up. Let's go. Ask some questions. State your name. Let's go.
Hi, this is Abraham. You can call me Bram. You recently emailed me about looking at the WAFT program, and my question is about the SIFT.
Yep.
Should I take it as soon as possible since I got all 6s on the ASTB?
No, or you should not. No, you should not, because all 6s is trash. Okay? 6s is not what we shooting for. We shooting for 8s and 9s. Okay? So I would study for the SIFT because it literally is the determining factor whether or not you're going to get picked up for WAF. Okay?
Okay.
So I would study for it, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
Hey, Jake. It's TJ. We talked roughly 3 months ago. I was the baseball player in California.
How's your knee surgery doing?
Pretty good. We're getting back into running now. but
okay, so
I have like a finance.
You have a what?
Oh, go ahead. A finance question.
Okay, go ahead.
My dad, he just got 100% disability, so I'm getting like the chapter 35.
Yep.
So with that money, would you think it's smart to like use that money to fund my flight training, or like save it? Since it's
I will save it because you're gonna go fly in the military, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to fund it, if you want to get your PPL, I ain't got no problem with that. Just understand that's $25,000. Okay, but you're also playing baseball, correct? Baseball paying you a scholarship.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I keep my mouth fed, right? I keep the fat lady with the money over there happy. Don't get crazy and start going to fly, start messing up baseball. You playing college baseball, you know damn well that shit takes 6 hours a day for you to be any good, correct?
Yeah, for sure.
So I wouldn't divert my energies before I get my diploma. Because can you get cut in college baseball?
1000%.
Okay. That was a rhetorical question, homeboy. I knew the answer. Division I sports, college sports right now, you get cut in any second. You ain't doing as well as you could do, or they find out you flying all the time and you ain't hitting the ball. What position you play?
Center field.
Yeah, you ain't hitting the ball like you normally do. They're going to cut you in a second. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I had one more question.
Go ahead.
Active duty or Air National Guard, what's your opinion on both?
Okay, so you black, right?
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to get a job in the Air National Guard as a black person?
Pretty hard.
No, it's impossible. It's impossible. So I'm going to start right there. Now, we do have a hack. We have a solid hack. But we're not going to talk about that shit because you got 2 more years of college, right?
1 more year.
1 more season? Next season, though, right? Next spring?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 1 more year. Are you graduating in May of next year?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll talk about all this shit. Well, I mean, it's almost time to talk about it. We could talk about it right now.
Well, I only asked about the Air National Guard because my dad, he did 21 years in the Army, but a portion of it was National Guard, so I'd have connections there, but
okay.
I don't have any.
Hold up. Did your dad fly planes?
He did not.
Okay, I'm going to tell you a quick story. My dude is a colonel in one of the states, Air National Guard. Okay? His nephew has 150 to 200 hours of flying time. Okay? It took his uncle, who is a colonel in the National Guard flying planes, 3 years to get his nephew into the National Guard. That's how hard it is. Okay? So when you tell me your dad's worked in the National Guard, unless he was a pilot, unless he the commanding general of the National Guard squadron, it's marginal help.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you want to start flying this summer, I would tell you start flying. I don't have a problem with that because we're going to put
that should be my goal, 40 hours.
Yeah, private pilot's license. It'll take you roughly 40 hours. But where can you go for those answers? Where can you go for those? Right over here on the right, there's a whole fucking section, and it says pilots, flight school resources, and pilot questions. You see that over here on the left of Discord?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, bro. It's all spelled out. Dat Tran running that shit like a gangster. Okay, that's goddamn Genghis Khan. He over there running shit. Okay.
Yep. And just one more thing for the $1,500 a month, you just say like high yield savings account and just let it sit. Because with the
so here's what I would tell you. I would dollar cost average in the S&P 500, or I would pick the top 7 performers in S&P 500. So the big 7. And I probably wouldn't. I'm never gonna recommend anybody buy Amazon, but I will put my money in the rest of those. So just dollar cost average across those companies.
Okay.
But don't take my advice. That doesn't come with no warnings or anything like that on it. But I wouldn't just put high yield savings ain't gonna pay you. You ain't gonna be interest on that or inflation. So yeah. But I don't have a problem with you starting to fly this summer. Just be careful. Like give baseball its due. You know what I'm saying? Because you get cut in the spring if you ain't fucking performing. I mean, in fall ball if you ain't performing, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
That's all I got. Thank you.
Awesome, man. Hey, man, shout out, man. Listen, I just got an email. We got our first $50 game school partner. Hey, I'm telling you right now, Devin is about to be living in a cornucopia of goodness. Hey, go check it out. Patreon, first class, Monday night, first call. He already got a mission. He's short. He got like 4 days to get on the mission. So I'm going to give him a phone call as soon as we get on. Let's go. Let's go. All right. What's going on?
Is it my turn? Oh, yeah. What's going on, Jake? My name is JR Jr. Talked to you before.
Okay.
I just got a quick question about business-wise. How can you make yourself an asset regarding discipline without the military?
About what?
That would translate to business.
So listen.
Like,
discipline. The military doesn't have a monopoly on discipline. Okay. Let me ask you this: what time do you get up in the morning?
I have to wake up like at 7. Like you're ready by 7:38.
So you already lost. Okay, already lost. So discipline is getting up at 4:30 in the morning every morning, setting your plan the day before so that when you wake up at 4:30, that you working from 4:30 to 7, and you'll get more done in that 2.5 hours than you'll get done the rest of the day. Okay, so when people ask me, the first thing I ask them is, what time? What time? What time you get up? Okay, does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so if you go look across my channel, there's a video out there called 4:30 Wake Ups. I would go watch that.
Okay.
I would get the book, buy the book Relentless by Tim Grover, read a chapter every morning, and if you can't figure out how to be disciplined and win, then you probably ain't got it in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
In business, I'll tell you this: business is about connections. What do you do for business?
The trailer wash shop business.
You do what?
So wash trailers out. I wash trailers.
Oh, you
out.
the wash trailers dude. How many trailers we at, motherfucker? How many trailers we at?
Trust me, I have clientele. I've been giving them out my number, stealing them from my dad or whatever. But anyways, we got enough. Yesterday was a pretty loaded day, so I would say at least my personal guys that they call me, I would say I have up to 8. Now 8.
Okay, we gotta get to 800, bro. We gotta get to 8,000, right? Like,
yeah,
like you gotta set your shit up, man. Like you gotta figure it out, bro. Like maybe it's parking right at the unload facility, right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Where you at? What state?
Santa Maria, the Central Coast, California.
Oh yeah, you fucked. You got too much fucking, too much political shit. Yeah. So okay. All right, brother. Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Other thing I'm gonna tell you, because I know your business. Okay. And I told you this. You need to have a video every day on Instagram of you banging a truck out. Okay. And it need to have some graphics on there. It need to be blinging, like having that shit glowing when you get done. You know, you better have all your contact information, easy peasy. You know, get it done. Because that's your number one selling to, man. Because you only charge them $15, right? What were you charging? What'd you tell me?
50.
Yeah, $50, man. Like, that's a good deal, man.
Yeah. I actually wanted to ask you about that whole... it's not that I'm nervous or whatever on YouTube, but it's just I don't want to be putting out content that in the future I'd be like, oh, yeah, that was ass. So what would you say about the whole... would you say just bang it out and just post any... Because I got a couple videos that I've done. I've got the camera. I did the editing. I got the logo and everything like that. But personally, I like making things like look perfect.
Okay,
you know
so
what I mean?
listen.
Yeah.
You need a 15-second video of you hosing out the trailer and then the trailer being clean. That's all you need. 15 seconds. You ain't selling some elaborate, sidewalk pressure washing marketing business. Okay, just go out there and get it good. You know what I'm saying? Shoot it in one take. Have somebody with you. Hell, you can make 10 videos in the same fucking trailer for 10 days. You know what I'm saying? Just change the angle that you standing in the trailer.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
All right, man. That helps a lot, man. Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. I think we got. Where's the business section over here? We have general advice. We might have to. If I say it though, 2K gonna put it up here in 2 seconds, man. Business advice. We got engineering. We ain't really got a business section, man. We probably need business section. Watch. 2K will have it up here in 2 seconds. I love 2K. I gotta figure out how to get this motherfucker some money, bro. I gotta put that on my list of shit. I keep forgetting. I'm just gonna start wiring him fucking $100 bills and shit. Okay, got it. Wrote a note. All right, let's go. Yep, there it is. There it is. Okay, let's go.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Zweig. My name is Mohammed. I reached out to you about a week and a half ago regarding just general life advice.
Okay.
Got in contact with Staff Sergeant Sell.
Yep.
He got in contact with my first sergeant regarding my whole situation, transitioning from National Guard to active duty.
Yep.
And basically, I'm back on this call again, not asking for any sort of like cheat codes to life, any sort of anything like that. I'm just trying to see, like, as a man to man, what do you think it is that someone should be doing on a day-to-day basis to better themselves mentally?
How old are you?
I'm just going to give you.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
25. Do you read every day?
No, I do not.
Okay. The average billionaire reads 2 hours a day.
Okay.
As dumb and simple as that sounds, if you read 30 minutes a day, you beat 90% of America. So I would read every day. What would I read? Okay. I'd read John Maxwell, leadership books. I would read Grover, right? Relentless. I would read Musashi, right? Like the best samurai in the history of the world. I would go out there and read books that I like that will make me better.
Okay. I appreciate that. Just one more question. I guess it's a little bit of like a backstory kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just, growing up, I grew up in a very bad area, lived in a very bad area. Okay. When I was in high school, I almost went to jail numerous times, and the only reason I didn't end up in jail.
Listen. I went to jail numerous times, and I got shot in high school. What's your question?
That's crazy. So I'm just like coming from that kind of background. It's hard to have vision. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't hard to have vision. It was easy for me. I don't ever want to fucking be like that again. Don't ever want to be living in that situation again. Everything I do now makes sure that I'll never be in that situation again. I don't buy shit so that I will never be in that situation again. I have money in the bank, so I will never be in that situation again. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to change your paradigm. Two kids raised by the same drunk dad. One dude turns into a drug addict and a drunk. The other dude turns into the CEO of a company. You know what they say when you ask them why'd you turn out the way you did? I got raised by a drunk dad. It's the perspective that you take on the situation you were in that determines on where you go. Okay? It has nothing to do with the environment you were in. Got nothing to do with it. It's the perspective that you take on that environment. You sitting here trying to make it seem like you can't be great because you grew up in a shitty ass environment. I grew up in a good environment with limited resources. Okay? Now, I didn't have limited resources because in 3rd grade, I didn't get no fucking presents, and I told God to go fuck himself, and I started saving my money like a fucking savage. Okay? But I had a different perspective. I told myself in 3rd grade, I will never be poor. I may be homeless, I may be in a tent, but you better believe when I go to that bank account, there's some motherfucking zeros in that motherfucker. Okay? And every decision I've made since then has been around that. Okay? So I'm telling you, gotcha. I would start reading and changing your perspective on life. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Stop worrying about the shit. How old are you? 25, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Stop worrying about shit that happened to you fucking 7 years ago. You in the military right now, correct?
Yes, sir. I'm not gonna lie. It ain't shit that just happened to me 7 years ago. It's shit that happened to me yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Well, why'd you allow it to happen to you yesterday? What the fuck were you doing yesterday that you allowed you to be in a situation? You know I don't go out after 10 o'clock. You know why I don't go out after 10 o'clock? So nothing bad can happen to
do
me.
out there.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? So you putting yourself in these dumbass situations. You in the fucking military right now. I don't play with none of that shit. You smoking a lot, you drinking a lot. I don't hang out with you. Okay? You doing dumb shit, I don't hang out with you. I do enough dumb shit in my own life for me to have problems with myself. Okay? I don't need to add more problems. So that's what I would encourage you to do. I would encourage you to look at what you've been doing, who you've been hanging out with, and they're 95% of your fucking problem.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
There ain't no easy answer for it, but I'm going to tell you this. I refuse to let a motherfucker carry a crutch around and then ask me for help. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay? So
no, I'm not that type of person.
No, bullshit. Bullshit. You just told me about all these crutches you fucking carrying. You just told me you had some problems yesterday. You carrying a fucking crutch, my dude. That's what I'm saying. You don't even realize it. Does that make sense?
When you say carrying a crutch, do you mean like every person I see and talk to, I give them a woe is me story? Because I don't.
Nope. What happened yesterday? Let's use yesterday as an example. What happened yesterday you said was so fucking bad? What happened?
So my
Hurry
mom,
up. Hurry up.
I had to help my mom's move out of her crib.
Yep.
You know, I got into a little spat with her husband.
Okay.
He wanted to fuck around, pull out a razor blade. I fucked around, pulled out my knife and my Gerber.
Okay.
Say, hey, man, look, it's a problem.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? In that
so let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You want to know? You want to know why that's not even a crutch? That's a big ass fucking dump truck around your neck. You know why? Because I told my mom, move the fuck out on your own. Okay? If I'm gonna have to go over there and get in a knife fight with a motherfucker, then I'm not helping you. I'm trying to change my life. Bro, there's some people in my family I'd have cut the fuck off totally, bro. I'm not trying to get in knife fights at 50 fucking 3. So therefore, if you a knife fighting motherfucker, I don't give a fuck if you Jesus Christ. Jesus, you on your fucking own. You see what I'm saying? You putting yourself in these situations. I don't give a fuck if it's your mom. You want to know what I'd have done? I'd have hired a moving company to move her ass out. You want to help your mom and you know there's going to be knives involved? I'd have hired fucking 2 men and a truck and told them, hey, here's $1,000, help my mom move out.
Yes, sir.
And you're going to say that's kind of cold. And I'm going to say, nah, that's what a successful motherfucker does. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I don't give a fuck if it's your mom. Don't care. Okay? Don't care one bit. Because if your mom got you in a fucking knife fight, she ain't your fucking mom. She ain't got your best interest at heart. Okay? Because if she did, she would have told you, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out on my own. You see what I'm saying? Yes, so you allowing all this, you carrying all these fucking crutches, like that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So I'll tell you right now, number one thing you got to do is cut out all the fucking bullshit people in your life. And if you got to start with your fucking mom, you start with your fucking mom. A lot of poor motherfuckers got to cut their family out because their family is the number one source of bad fucking shit. Okay? And that's hard to say for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people say that's wrong. Family's all you got. I'm going to tell you like this. I got some motherfuckers in my family I don't fuck with. Okay? My brother got killed. You know what I told my brother before he got killed?
What was that?
Motherfucker, you're going to get killed. 2 months later, he got killed. You think I was there fucking with him when he got killed?
No, sir.
Do you think I went to his house the day I got called and knew that he got murdered by a baseball bat? Did I show up at his fucking house to get any of the shit I wanted or anything?
No, sir.
No, I didn't. I called one of my homeboys. I said, hey, man, you want to go over there, make sure you got a heater. Make sure you take anything you want. That motherfucker's dead, whatever you got. Okay? I did not go because I'm successful. The last thing I'm doing is going to get in gunfight with some looters over a brother that just got killed when I told that motherfucker 2 months earlier he's getting killed.
Right.
You see how that is?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got a lot of work to do, bro. I'll tell you, start reading books. That'll be my first starting point, and I will cut off as many fucking people as you can that are going to get you in the fucking knife fight.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
Because I'm going to tell you, hey, You show up at my house, you can get shot with a little fucking Gerber. Go ahead.
Mo, did you get a hold of First Arm?
I did. He's basically telling me, I can't do anything for you until you come up here. Yeah, those months you miss there is an AWOL there. You're gonna have to face that music. So in my eyes, it's like that's just another thing that like.
Nah, just go to the fucking place, because I'm telling you right now, with the guard, I mean, if you're AWOL and a state police officer pulls you up, you're going to jail. So you need to go your ass to your next drill and start taking care of all this shit.
Are you AWOL right now?
Yes, sir.
Hey, bro, listen. So you want to know how you make bad decisions going from a knife fight to AWOL? You know how you make them decisions worse?
Keep doing them.
You get your ass put in fucking jail. You think shit's bad now? Wait till you in jail and some motherfuckers fucking you in your ass and you trying to figure out what the fuck you can do next. You talk about having some crutches. Take your ass to jail, motherfucker. Where you at? Where you living?
I'm in Columbus, Ohio right now.
Columbus, Ohio. You getting fucked. They're going to fuck the shit out of you when you get to jail. Little young 25-year-old motherfucker, they're going to take your ass, brother. So if you want to, I suggest you take your ass to drill on fucking tomorrow or Saturday or Friday. I'm like Staff Sergeant Shell. You better get to drill and get this shit fixed, because if they take your ass to jail, and you'll come back on here talking about my problems got massively worse. Okay?
It's easy to fix, man, once you get there from the guards side. I'm going to say that. But, like, you just go. He's got to show up. I mean, you've already talked to him once. They understand why you couldn't go, whatever. But I promise you, like, I wouldn't even bring up no goddamn 368 right now. Just go fix that problem, and then, like, let's see if they even entertain it later, okay?
Yes, sir. All
right, brother. Start listening. Start reading. Stop doing dumb shit. Get rid of them crutches, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, brother. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Jake,
What's your, let's
it's Chris from the trash man from San Antonio.
Let's go, trash man from San Antonio. What you got?
Yes. Well, one thing I want to say, man, that what you just said about cutting off family and stuff, man, that's going on with me right now, and I've actually been doing that because I'm trying to get in the Army and stuff, and man, I gotta cut my people off because they're holding me back.
Yep.
But yeah, so on top of that, I wanted to say, man, so I know how you were telling me last week, I think the week before, if I could do some walking or get the mileage in while I was at work. So I've been doing that this week. 2 miles successfully every day, at work. So, and then when I would get off, like today, I got off. How do you see, doing mileage on a treadmill versus doing mileage on the track?
We want to do mileage on the track, but listen, at your situation, I don't care where you do your mileage. I don't care if you ride a bike. I don't care if you do stationary bike. I don't care if you get on a treadmill. Just be active, bro. You got to start somewhere. You just got to be active, okay?
Got you. Okay, sounds good.
All good, brother.
That's all I wanted to know. Appreciate you, Jake.
Talk to you later.
All right.
All right, let's go. We got 2 more, and then we out of here. Deuces. Oh, wait, that's somebody I know. Dan, you got a question? Looking like the electric dragon cat?
Yeah, sure do. What's going on?
What's up, Dan?
All right. I had emailed you, then I was putting a text message chat between both you and Will. And it was in regards to flying in the Air Guard.
Yep.
Out here in California.
Yep.
So, a little backstory. I got over 400 hours. I'm working as an instructor.
Yep.
I'm out here. And I just had a few questions in regarding that.
Go ahead.
And so the guard base that I'm, wanting to go and rush, right? I reached out to him back in December.
Hang on. Are you minority?
Yep. We went over this, and it's
okay. I'm gonna ask you the dumb questions again, because you trying to tell me something, so I'm gonna ask you dumb questions to make sure you understand how dumb this shit is you about to ask. Okay, so go ahead. You're minority, correct?
Yep.
And you have a very specific National Guard you want to go to, correct?
Yep, that's correct.
Have you talked to Will?
Yeah, so I reached out to him. He told me to contact him over the weekend, and I did. He didn't get back to me.
Where does he live? Where does he live?
Hawaii, and he's got that, and he's moving to Japan.
Okay, so listen. No one cares about your situation more than you.
Right.
He holds the key. Mm-hmm. Okay, there's some shit we got going on. We do real good working in the shadows. Okay?
Yeah.
Will holds the key to anything in the National Guard. And I can't tell you what the key is. But it unlocks any door that you need in the National Guard. Okay. Does that make sense to you?
Yep. I'll continue reaching out to him.
Okay. And listen, you got 400 fucking hours, bro. I told you, all you got to do is text me. You ain't got to come on Discord and ask no questions. I told you, you got 400 hours, I'm going to help you. So just hit me up just text me, and then I'm going to fucking, so that is the kingpin for National Guard. Like, National Guard, dude, do you know Aaron? Have you heard me talk about Aaron Garcia, the C-17 pilot?
Riverside.
Yeah. Okay, do you understand that dude had 500 hours and went to 60 rushes in the National Guard, and no one even gave him an interview?
I think I remember a long time ago about that.
So when I tell you, like, bro, you can tell me all you want about the National Guard. If you don't fucking call Will and get the key, your chances of getting the National Guard are like 0.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Like, my dude finished first in flight school. He killing fucking C-17s right now, murdering it. All right, dude had 500 hours, and no one would give him the time of day because he's a young Hispanic male. Well, actually, he was an old Hispanic male because he was like 29 trying to get this done. Okay, that's why I'm telling you, like, Will holds the key to exactly what you're trying to do. I can't say it any other way. But if Will ain't getting back to you, like, I can get Will to be like, hey, man, like, we got to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I told you that the first time I talked to you. Did I not?
Yeah.
Okay, did you hit me up?
After that, no, I didn't.
No, you didn't. So how am I supposed to help? Hey, I'm going to give a public service announcement for everybody on this channel. If I tell you to hit me up to help you out and you don't hit me up, there's no way I can help you out. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, we probably dealing with 1,000 young people right now. 1,000. Okay, I got 8 people going to West Point. I got 7 people going to Naval Academy and 2 people going to Air Force this year. We probably have 100 people just trying to go to the service academies for this application cycle. We probably got another 40 people trying to go fly. We have another 200 people trying to be officers in the military, and we probably have another 400 or 500 people trying to go special forces across the military. I am not going to call you and ask you how you're doing, and it'll take me like 6 months to remember. Like, I've already forgotten the fact that you have 400 hours. But I told you, you have my cell phone number. You can text me. If anything doesn't work, I know I told you when I sent you the will, if he don't get back to you, just call me. Correct?
Yeah, no, you're correct.
Okay, I need you to help. No. I'm just telling you, I want everybody. I made a public service announcement. Everybody's got to understand, like, I will help you, but I'm juggling swords, fucking 3 goats in the backyard. I got a lot of shit going on, and I just need you to say, hey, man, I haven't talked to Will. Right? And then I'm going to call Will and say, hey, Will, we need to help this kid out. He got fucking 400 hours. He'll be fine. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Will's got
problems on here because I got simple questions.
No, but they're not simple, though. Nothing. Okay, so listen. Have you got in contact with Will?
Noted.
I have a simple question. Have you talked to Will?
No, I haven't. He hasn't reached back to me.
No. Will doesn't reach back to you. You reach out to Will. Does that make sense?
No, I know after our group chat, I had texted him and he hasn't responded. I'm gonna
text that motherfucker every day. Now, if I told you he can get you into any National Guard unit in the country, would you text him every fucking day?
Yeah, absolutely.
Respectfully?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
I only have 2.
What are your questions?
Yeah, 2 quick questions. So, one of them is back in 2019 is when I wanted to join the Air Force. And so initially my plan was to go to the Air Force at the at the guard unit and work as a load master. So then I went to MEPS and I did everything, took the ASVAB there, bam, bam, bam. I got the interview. And then while I was driving out to my interview, because I got one out there, I heard a voice and said, don't do it, right? I didn't do it. This is back in 19. And like I didn't enlist. And then I went to go get all my flight hours, my rating, my bachelor, and that's where I am now. So my question is, will that affect anything?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. That was only it. And then my other question is, you also reached out to me and told me to just go there to the base or call them and find out they have a drill weekend. So I called and I've emailed 2 separate times and it's nothing. And I've never been to a base. I don't know if I can just show up on a weekend.
Nope.
Okay.
But I know this. Will has the answer.
All right, Will. All right.
You got 400 hours, brother. Like, you at the top of the food chain. We're going to take care of you 1,000 times over with 400 hours. It's easy.
Okay. Yeah.
But Will has the key.
Know somebody to know somebody in that guard, and I didn't know if I should probably reach out to that guy.
I would like you to call. I would like you to call Will first, please.
Okay, got it.
I would like you to call the guy that has the key.
All right, he's got a
the
key.
motherfucker. The motherfucker that has the key is the first person you call. Not everybody else, and then call the dude that has the key.
Call Will.
Always start at the top of the fucking food chain. He is at the apex of the food chain for National Guard Aviation. Does that make sense?
Noted.
Okay. All right. Call me on fucking Friday. If you ain't talked to him by fucking Sunday, send me a text message. Tell me who you are, and then let's fucking go. Okay?
Right on.
Sunday, right? Not fucking 2 months later. Okay?
Yeah. No. Sunday.
All right. Sunday. Cool. All right, bro. All right, guys. I'm gonna tell you, man. You gotta help yourself out, bro. There's a lot of cats in this world trying to get help.
What's up, Jake?
What's up?
I'm Kay. I'm the infantry marine that talked to you like a couple months ago.
Are you going in the Army? What's up?
So, yeah, I'm still finishing my contract in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
I'm going to the Army like you told me. I'm planning to, but my question is, I just ran. So I trained Muay Thai, and I just ran my first ultra marathon. Do you think I should? I'm trying to train for another ultra marathon. Do you think I should stop training for ultra marathons and stop doing Muay Thai?
No, go ahead, bro. I mean, shit, bro. Like, ultra marathons, you go to the Army with ultra marathon background, you're gonna murder the Army. So keep training.
And what do you think about Muay Thai? Because I know the risk of injury doing Muay Thai and that stuff.
So here's what I'm gonna tell you. When's your contract up? Ain't your contract up like in 9 months or some shit like that?
No. My contract is up in about 2 years.
Okay, so yeah, I would preferably I would not get hurt. That's how I'm gonna put it to you. I would not get hurt before 2 years. Because in a year from now, Staff Sergeant Shell, when does he gotta start talking to you guys? 6 months out?
Yeah, just to get it all going. That's probably the best time. But I mean, realistically, even like a single month, because he's still got a little bit until he can get out and stuff.
He got a little bit of time. Hey, keep training for ultras, bro. You'll murder the Army on ultras.
Okay, I have one more question real fast, Jake.
Go ahead.
So my unit gave me the opportunity to just request like pretty much any school I want in the Marine Corps. It's never been like an opportunity for me. The Marine Corps is really bad when it comes to schools.
Yep.
Is there any school you recommend to be like a better asset when I'm going to like...
You're an infantry dude right now, right?
Yeah, I'm an infantry guy, 0311.
You guys don't have sniper school no more, do you?
No, we don't, but we have now scout school. But I'm going to APM. There's advanced precision marksman. That's kind of like the new sniper we have.
Bro, ask him to send you the airborne school for the Army.
No.
No.
What's he trying to do in the Army? It's the first question.
Go Special Forces.
He doesn't need to wait until he gets out of the Marine Corps. 12 months out. Well, actually, he can contact a sword recruiter.
Yeah, and you can do automatic transport.
No, not even that. If he's
hang on. Wait a minute. Hang on, Jonah. Or Yoda. So explain this, because the Marine Corps ain't letting nobody out early.
That's not true. So if he's on, if I'm telling you, Special Operations
Go ahead.
Command has power over anybody. That
Okay.
includes every branch. So if he's under 24 months, he can go to selection while he's in the Marine Corps. The reason why I say 24 months is because your selection memo from selection, it's good for 24 months. He can request an extension if he's outside of that. But if he's under 2 years in the Marine Corps, he can go to selection while still in the Marine Corps. His command do not need to sign off on anything. All he has to do is contact the SORB recruiter and be like, "Hey, I'm trying to go to selection. I'm currently in the Marine Corps. I'm in this time frame that I have left," and he'll be able to go to selection. Right now, once he is selected, then USAF can get involved, Special Operations Command can get involved and get him released from the Marine Corps. If not, then he just finishes out his time, and he will go directly to Zweig just to begin the qualification course because he's already been selected and he has a selected memo instead of waiting to get out of the Marine Corps.
I like that. All right, so listen up, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. You got a protection detail, Jonah. We need a protection detail, Yoda. Like, you got to have protection detail because the Marine Corps is gonna come for you when I start pubbing this.
Hey, these Marines are all over fucking Zweig. They're all over.
Oh, I know that. They own Special Operations. I know that.
Yeah.
So
okay.
So 24 months out, request to go to selection. They can't stop you. You go to selection. You select positive. You get a 24-month letter, and then they can start working on possibly getting you out of the Marine Corps earlier.
Yeah. Once he has that selection memo, he can work that. If not, it doesn't matter. He just finishes out his contract, but he's already been selected. So he will literally just sign a contract into the Army as an 18X technically, but he doesn't go to selection again because he's already been selected and he's within that window of beginning the qualification course.
Let's go. Okay,
thank you so much. Hey, I appreciate all of y'all. Have a good night.
Let's go. Straight gold. Hey, we coming for the Marine Corps. I'm gonna tell you right now. Now that I know that, I think I heard that before from you, but I let it slip.
I've said it.
Yeah, I know. I got it circled on my note. I'm gonna put on my board up here so I can be like, "Oh yeah, you're in the Marine Corps. We got 24-month rule." Thank you, brother.
And that goes for any branch of the military that wants to come over to Special Operations in the Army. That's for Special Forces, PSYOPs, or Civil Affairs. 24 months is all you need left in your contract, and you can go to selection because your selection memo is good for 24 months. And then once you have that selection memo in hand, you can work that stuff and try to switch over or finish out your contract and then just come over into the Army as that.
Hey, man, every time we have Discord, I feel like we hit some milestones in winning. And, like, I feel like, man, we just got so much goodness. I feel like I'm a preacher. I'm a military preacher up here giving the word of gospel so that we can all go win in life, man. Thank you, brother. All right, last question. Let's go. Bang it out so I go to bed.
Hi, Jake. I'm calling from the UK. I've spoken to you a few times before.
What's up?
So I've been listening today, and there was that one dude who was talking about the knife fights.
Yeah.
And for me, that really resonated with me because I experienced a lot of childhood violence. Okay. And I've come to realise that a lot of that childhood trauma is still affecting me today. So how does one get over that?
I got you, motherfucker. I got you. Okay. Do you know what Al-Anon is?
No.
Okay, so can you look on your phone while you're on Discord? ALANON. Put in meetings. I'm gonna give y'all a cheat code today. Okay, so do you got any meetings around you?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna tell you. A lot of people, I would venture to say, I'm not gonna say I've come out of the most violent household because I wasn't getting my ass beat every day. But I'm gonna tell you this: I saw some people almost get killed. My dad almost killed some people in front of me. 4 different people, 2 different times. Okay, I grew up, I would say, in a solidly violent household. But then in high school, I went full-blown violent, okay? Like, we were fighting every weekend, mobs, riots, people getting smashed, all their teeth in the street. I done seen some crazy shit, okay? Here's what I'm going to tell you. I went to Al-Anon, and it fucking allowed me to remain calm or to walk away from situations that in the past I would have to whoop a motherfucker's ass in. Okay, now, I tell everybody, there's going to be a lot of old women in there. In America, it's a bunch of old women. I don't know what it's going to look like in UK. My guess is it's going to be a bunch of old women. But if you go to that for 6 weeks, 2 to 3 meetings a week, you will notice a change. And inside of 12 weeks, some situation will come up that used to make you incredibly mad, and it won't even faze you no more. You'll be like, oh, man. You know, I had a fight going on. I was in the middle of a fight, and I was like, man, I need to go get a video camera so I can record this fight. And I walked away, and by the time I came back, the fight was over, and I was like, oh, my God. Before Al-Anon, I'd have been in there blasting some people. Like, I would have been in there before I even knew what was going on. Okay, so that's my recommendation.
How does this work? Is it a form of communicative therapy? Is that how it works?
No, it's a 12-step program. So it's just like, you know what Alcoholics Anonymous is?
Yep.
Okay, it's the family group for Alcoholics Anonymous. So I equate it to, I never drank. My dad was a drunk. I was affected by alcohol and violence. But I use Al-Anon for everybody that came out of a fucked up childhood needs to go to Al-Anon, because it's hard to explain, but the magic is in the room. The room allows you to grow and to cut shit off of your body that don't matter. Cut off childhood trauma. Cut off this. Cut off that. Right? Focus on what is right now. What can I control? What can't I control? Let God handle all the other shit, right? Like, it's a magic place where you will go and get cleansed of baggage that you've been carrying. That's the best way I can put it.
Right. One more question, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
One advice you gave earlier on today was to cut off bad family members.
Yep.
But for me, my situation is more complex, because deep down internally, I know that my father always had the best intentions for me. His methods were just a bit fucked up. So what does one do in that situation for reconciliation?
Did your dad have you beat up by the baddest motherfuckers in the high school for 2 weeks straight?
No, he just did it himself.
Okay, my dad had me beat the fuck out of for 2 weeks straight. Okay? So here's what I'm going to tell you. I cut my dad off at the end of his life. For 7 years, he was cut off. I would talk to him every now and then, but most of the time he was too fucking drunk to even have a conversation with. So I didn't have conversations with him. Okay? Like, I would call him, have a quick conversation. I didn't go home very much. Went home maybe like once a year. I'd only stay for 48 hours. From the time I landed to the time I got back on the plane, 48 hours I would stay with my grandmother. Okay? After my grandmother passed, I would stay with one of my friends. And that was it, man. Never slept in a house again. Never, dude was too bad. Okay? So I'm telling you, it ain't easy. But, I don't give a shit if he had the best intentions for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he drunk all the fucking time. If I allowed him to stay around me, there's too much negativity associated with it for me to be successful. Does that make sense?
Right. Well, the issue for me is that I actually still live at his house, so how do I reconcile that?
That's a fucking problem, bro. Like, you got to make some changes in your life so you can get out of the house. Right? How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay, go join the military. Go join the military. Get the fuck out of his house.
I'm at college right now, you see. So.
Okay, so then finish college and go join the military. Go get a job, right? Like, I'm not saying your situation is great. I'm simply saying that you got to make some changes in your life if you want your life to change. You can't continue to do what you always have done and expect the outcome to be different. I'll tell you this, though. I bet you if you go to Al-Anon, come back in 6 weeks after you go to 2 to 3 meetings a week at Al-Anon and tell me if your situation ain't better. I guarantee your situation will be a lot better in 6 weeks if you just go to Al-Anon meetings.
Right. Will do.
Okay.
Thank you.
All good, brother. All right, folks, that's it. Public service announcement. Hey, man, we pubbing the shit out of game school. I'm sorry, P. This is a propaganda, straight up announcement, but we got to get some young men capable of talking to young females, okay? Got to be able to communicate with women. Got to be successful. It's going to help you build your skills, your confidence. And for vets out there that are feeling lonely, living in the bottle with your black lab, we got the dang West Coast Viking lifestyle headed up by Paul Minke and his best friend Enzo, who did 3 combat tours in the Army, was struggling massively with a bunch of different things. We got him back on track, man. Paul got him. They teaching all that, how they did it, everything. Come over there. Check us out on Patreon. The masterclass will be up on there. Land Nav is already on there. We moving everything to Patreon. We're shutting down School's Classroom. I just got an email today. As soon as they give me this money, I'm going to shut it down. Tell everybody we're taking School's Classroom over to Patreon and Discord. It's just a lot better platform. It's going to come down from $79 to $50 a month. You'll be included in the business section over here. And I don't know what I'm going to call it, but it's just going to be success and everything else. All the mentorship will be over here. It's already over here. So I think Discord is taking over schools, so we're going to shut schools down. And anything else for the good of the order, Staff Sergeant Shell? Hey, Staff Sergeant Shell got Army recruiting tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central right here on Discord. And I will not forget, I'm going to stream it to YouTube. So you guys dial in. If you got questions in the Army recruiting, he's going to give a brief synopsis about what's changed this week. It's on fire. He said them jobs are about to open back up. Hey, man, make sure your powder is dry, because you better shoot your shot as soon as this shit open up, because it ain't going to be open for long. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay? You got anything else, Staff Sergeant Shell?
Nope. That's it.
Hey, man, Staff Sergeant Shell, I need you to shoot me a 15-second video about your video tomorrow night. Just say, hey, I'm Staff Sergeant Shell, 7 p.m. Central, United States Army recruiting, so I can send it out as a short tomorrow to tee everybody up.
All right, I got you.
All right, brother. Hey, man, good night tonight. No one got their head ripped off. Appreciate everybody getting involved. Hey, man, Patreon is about to explode. This game school about to be real, man. I can't tell you how happy I am. Hey, French dude, anybody in France, try to find a French dude, man. He got 1 win, and he straight went girlfriend up and disappeared off the face of the earth, man. We'd like to teach you some more skills, French dude, but we ain't heard from you in like 6 weeks since you had all that success on our 1 week program. So, all right, y'all. Talk to you later.